Again, in the spirit of communication and organization, music on a staff is divided up by these periodic lines that are called measure lines. The reason they're called measure lines is simply because the space that's between the lines is called a measure. Now, this becomes important, especially rhythmically, because of something that we call a time signature. The time signature is two numbers that are found on the left side of a staff. And the two numbers mean different things. The top number tells you how many counts or how many beats are in a measure. In other words, how high you're going to count in each measure. In this case, the top number is 4, so we're going to count up to 4. When we get to a new measure, we're going to start over and again count up to 4. Now, the bottom number is a little bit more difficult. The technical definition is that the bottom number tells you what note gets one count. We're going to come back to that a little bit later because that can get kind of confusing. Right now, what I want to tell you is that the bottom number is a code, and 4 equals coordinate. So what this is saying is that in each measure there are 4 coordinates. Now, that can be literally 4 coordinates, like this, or it can be a combination of notes that add up to 4. So if you think about the last lesson, that could be 2 half notes. It could also be a half note and 2 quarter notes. It could also be a whole note, or any other combination as long as it adds up to 4. Now, this is important on a rhythmic level, so do some practice with this because the time signatures are going to get a little bit more complicated. But for right now, get familiar with the idea, do some practice with it, and then I'll see you in the next lesson.